Hello students, welcome to Narayana online classes. Day 13, chemistry assignment, class 8th class. Topic hybridization and chemical bonding. First question, explain the sp3d2 hybridization. sp3d2 hybridization means combination or intermixing of 1 s orbital, 3 p orbitals and 2 d orbitals and then produce the 6 hybrid sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. The bond angle is 90 degrees and the geometry of the molecule is octahedral. Now see here, our answer is intermixing of 1 s orbital, 3 p orbitals and 2d orbitals. 2d orbitals can produce 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. So in the sp3 hybridization, intermixing of 1 s orbital, 3 p orbitals and 2 d orbitals. And see here, bond angle is 90 degrees and geometry or shape of the molecule is octahedral. Suppose if we take the example AB6 type molecule, the geometry will be like this. Here A is the central atom and B atoms are the surrounded atoms. Here surrounded atoms B. Next, one atom above the plane, another atom below the plane. Next, the geometry will look like a octahedron, and the bond angle at anywhere will be 90 degrees. All bond angles are equal, so that is equal to 90 degrees. Second question, explain the SF6 molecule formation. So here sulfur is the central atom, fluorine atoms are the surrounded atoms. Now coming to the hybridization of sulfur here, sp3d2. So the geometry of the molecule is octahedral and the bond angle will be 90 degrees. Now see here, if we take the sulfur atomic number 16, configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3p5, 3p4, 3d0. So see here, in the s orbital 2 electrons there, in the p orbital 4 electrons there. So here d orbital total 5 orbitals will be present, 0 electron. This configuration is called ground state electronic configuration. Ground state electronic configuration. In the second excited state, okay na? In the first excited state, one electron jump from s orbital to d orbital. In the second excited state, another electron jump from p orbital to d orbital. Now coming to here, 2 electrons jumping from s and p orbital to d orbitals. This is called second excited state electronic configuration. Now combination of this s orbital and 3 p orbitals and 2 d orbitals. So this s orbital and p orbital, px, py and pz, and d orbital first involves in the dz square, then after dx square minus y square. So combination of these 6 orbitals, you can then produce the 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals, and the arrangement of these orbitals will be octahedral. Now coming to the fluorine. Fluorine atomic number 9, configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. In the outermost p orbital 5 electrons there and one orbital is unpaired electron, that means incomplete there. Only one electron there, single electron there. So this orbital involves in the overlapping with sp3d2 hybrid orbital of the sulfur. Then it forms the, see here, sulfur. This is the, here bond is formed because of the overlapping of p orbital of fluorine and sp3d2 hybrid orbital of the sulfur atom. Next here fluorine, 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 fluorine. Finally we get the structure like a octahedral. The bond angle will be 90 degrees, like this. So your bond angle will be 90 degrees. Our third question is the hybridization of the central atoms of the compounds A, B, C and D are sp3d, sp3, sp2 and sp respectively. The compounds A and D have the same shape like the I3 minus, and compounds B and C have the same shape like the water molecule. Then calculate the P plus Q plus R plus S. These are the lone pairs present on the central atom in a particular compound. So coming to answer, see here. Okay, now compound A, the hybridization of the central atom sp3. Compound B, hybridization will be sp3, and compound C, hybridization of the central atom will be sp2. Compound D, hybridization of the compound is sp. Now see here, B and C, B and C, okay now, shape like I3 minus, I3 minus. Here central atom is iodine, okay now, hybridization is sp3d. What is the hybridization? sp3d. So it contains the 2 bond pair and 3 lone pair, and the shape will be linear according to valence shell pair repulsion theory. Valence shell pair electron repulsion theory. The shape of the I3 minus molecule is linear. Hybridization is sp3d. It contains the 2 bond pairs and 3 lone pairs. Next, coming to the, see here small change here, A and D. Next, coming to the B and C, they have the shape or geometry like H2O. If you compare the H2O, here H2O has hybridization is sp3. It contains the 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair. Total 2 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. And the geometry of the molecule is V shape or inverted shape or angular shape. Inverted V shape or angular shape. Now see here, A and D. Here coming to here, P is the number of lone pairs present in the A. Next, Q is the number of lone pairs present in the compound B. Next, R is the number of lone pairs present in the compound B. Next, S is the number of lone pairs present in the compound C. Coming to here, the number of lone pairs in the A. How many lone pairs are there? 3 lone pairs. Next, D, the number of lone pairs. Here, how many there here? 3. Next, here number of lone pairs in the compound B, 2 lone pairs, and number of lone pairs in the compound C, 2 lone pairs. Then total becomes 10. So here 10 lone pairs are present in the 4 compounds on a central atoms. Here P, Q, R, S indicates the number of lone pairs present on the central atom of the compounds A, B, C and D. Fourth question is, what is the S, P and D character in sp3d2 hybrid orbitals? So coming to the answer, percentage of S character or S orbital is equal to how many orbitals there? S orbital 1, total orbitals 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 2 6, 1 by 6 into 100. It is approximately equal to 16.6 percentage. Next, coming to the percentage of p character. Total p orbitals 3 there. Here total 6 orbitals into 100. Next we will get here 50 percentage. 1s are 2s are 1s are 50s are. So p character will be 50 percentage. Coming to the d orbitals. So d character 2 by total orbitals 6 into 100. So you will get 1. Here you will get 3. So 33.3. So approximately 33.3 or 33.4 percentage. The total percentage will be equal to 100 percentage.